Great. Well, Barbara, thank you for hanging out today. We're at the Selected meeting. This is my first time at Selected.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Like I told Rob earlier, I'm like, man, everybody that I'd want to see is in this
That's
room.
right.
Like this is a great association. So tell me why are you a member of the association? But first introduce yourself.
Barbara Risher Welch, Montbello, California, Risher Mortuary and Cremation Services. And I joined Selected in 2016, my husband and I, and it's been the best move we've ever done. It's been from meeting all these wonderful people, and I'll say they're the movers and shakers here, definitely.
For sure.
Meeting all these wonderful people, the networking, the vendors, the staff, everything about Selected is top notch, and it's where I want to be with my family-owned independent mortuary.
So I mean, give me the value of the association. Obviously, you have your annual convention where we're at now, where everybody's hanging out. But what value is the association adding throughout the year?
I think access to like-minded people is really the main thing about Selected. We have our own groups, we have our roundtables, we have forums on the website. You can throw out a question, and within just a matter of minutes, you'll have a lot of people from all over the United States and beyond answering that question that, to you is just kind of a simple day-to-day question, but to hear all of those other answers in just a matter of minutes
That's cool.
everybody loves the forum, that's for sure.
So I mean, does that help you from an operational standpoint?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then beyond too, but besides operations, but that's probably one of the main ones that we use it for. But our own groups, we have study groups. We're really tight with those. For those that take part in the study groups, it's immediately you have best friends, and you have the ability to text somebody really quick with a quick question. And I wish I had found Selected, or it had found me earlier than 2016, really. I wish.
I was told that it has like the mastermind feel. So like the study groups feel like masterminding. Break that down for me. Like give me an example of like problem solving. What does that look like?
Well, the ones in my study group are quite technical compared to me. So
Okay.
I need that help. And breaking it down means I can ask a question that is probably pretty dumb to them, but to me it's huge. So I can go to them with those types of questions, and we are all over the board with, if we have 10 rooftops or one rooftop, I mean, there's just a lot, if we have 100 employees versus 10. So it's just a lot of information that you can get right away.
Yeah. I love that. There's so much value in the collective coming together. Someone told me earlier that there isn't a problem that I have in my business that somebody else can't solve.
That's right. That's right. So true.
That's great. So, I mean, the landscape of death care has obviously changed drastically. I mean, we are a very slow progressing profession. However, I feel like the progression has sped up a lot over the last decade. What are some of the biggest challenges that are facing independently owned funeral homes?
The death care industry itself, with the changing climate of the increased amount of cremation, is hugely affecting us. We're having to think outside of the normal box that we've been in for years, and how we can care for that family and still have some sort of service for them, or at the very least, lay out options for them, because they don't know what they don't know. And so it's up to us to educate them and give them, for cremation, it doesn't have to be just direct cremation. We can do this, 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 this. And I didn't know we could do that. I didn't know you can't have a viewing or something like that. So we have had to step up our game to educate the families to what they can do, and at the same time trying to protect our bottom line. Because when you've gone, in my case, when you've gone from 50 to 66% cremation rate in a short amount of time, it's very challenging,
Absolutely.
very challenging. So that I think is our number one. Staffing is always going to be the climate. I'm it's a no-brainer that I'm the second woman, and very honored to be the second woman president of our organization. And it was started in 1917. So that whole climate has also changed. Coming out of Mortuary College is 70 to 80% women now. Wow. Back in the day, my dad wouldn't even allow me to drive the hearse, let alone, I mean, it was
Yeah.
so male
So
dominated. And now we've had to totally change with that. And
it's great.
yeah, it's a good thing.
So let's talk about staffing for a second. Like, is that something that you could throw out to your, let's play this out. Let's say you're thinking about adding creative benefits to an employee package. Like, is that something you could throw into your study group chat and people are going to give you feedback on?
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah. A lot of ideas, things that I would have never thought about. And I can do that. That's a simple change that I can make happen like tomorrow. So yeah, that those kind of things are great. And being able to, um, our younger generation, sorry to say, they want more and work less. And, that's, they're not thinking like I think. So
Yeah.
I need to be able to offer those kind of benefits. We still are a 24/7 business, and I'm having difficulty getting away from the phone so much, and yet that's necessary. That's they don't want to take the phones.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's such a different dynamic generation to generation.
Yeah. Well, even an answering service, I had to go with that because I was answering the phone
Yeah.
all after hours and weekends. So something my parents would have never have done,
Yes.
and I had to do it. And now to the next step, getting somebody to take those patched through calls from an answering service is now, the next step. It's like, wait, what? They're answering the 80% of your calls for you.
Yes.
So that's a different dynamic.
It is a different dynamic, but I also think that there's so much value in death care progressing like other professions, because the consumer is the consumer, whether it's buying car insurance or buying a casket or an urn. The way that they want to be engaged and entertained and educated
Right.
is the same. So, I applaud the members of Selected for, I've heard the word vulnerable a lot today, talking to people of like, yeah, I come to my study group meeting vulnerable. Like,
Right.
we're talking about financials. We're laying out problems and real world problem solving. And I think that's spectacular. So if funeral home's independent, they're not a member of Selected, how would they become a member of Selected? I mean, the word Selected is in the name for a reason, so it's not open to anybody and everybody. Like, what's that process look like?
Usually it's by invitation, but now, with membership organizations declining, and we're always looking for new members. So if they were to hear about us and go on to Selected's website, yes, they can definitely inquire, and our membership team would talk to them. There is a vetting process. Selected is built on ethics and morals and principles, and so each firm is looked deeply into to make sure that all of those check all the boxes. And so we all know that when we call upon each other to do trade calls across the nation, that we are working with somebody we can really trust. I may have never met that person face to face, but I know that if they're a selected firm, that my family's going to be cared for. And that's very comforting.
Yeah, that's great. Anything else you want to add?
Join Selected.
Join Selecting. Let's go.
Selected.
And congratulations on being president.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank you for the interview. Thank you.